Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti, and it's Hutchison Day, Saturday at Gulfstream Park. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. A sparkling day in South Florida. The main track good. Turf course listed as good. 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf for our first race. Claiming event 4-year-olds and upwards who've never won 2 races. Scratch the 7 and 11. The jockey on the 3 is Elvis Trujillo.
They're off. Solicitation bounded out well. Puntual goes with Solicitation and grabs the early lead. And then comes Ayrton and Il Volo to the outside as they make their way toward the first turn. In behind them, El Toscano and Get Back, who had to steady into the turn, racing 4 lengths off the lead. Saving all the ground there is Secret Soul, who was third last early ahead of Navajo Calo and Grown Men Cry. And the field races on the first turn, where Puntual and Luis Contreras lead the way. The opening quarter mile in 24 and 1/5 seconds. It's a 2-length advantage on Solicitation and Ayrton third to the outside. Break of 2 back to El Toscano, running in fourth inside of Il Volo. They're tracked by Secret Soul, who's within 5 lengths off the lead and down at the rail. Get Back is next by 1.5 lengths, and then Grown Men Cry and Navajo Calo trails. 7 lengths separates them all. They continue toward the far turn. Puntual at 45-1 makes the pace through a 48 and 3/2 mile. It's a 2-length lead for Puntual, who heads into the turn in the clear from Ayrton and Solicitation. Secret Soul's been guided to the outside for a clear path. Get Back is moving outside of Secret Soul. And then comes El Toscano to the inside. Around the far turn, and now Luis Contreras asking more from Longshot Puntual, and Ayrton draws up alongside to take the lead at the top of the stretch. Get Back and Secret Soul are next. Solicitation on the inside. They're into the stretch, and Ayrton is the leader. Puntual continues to run on gamely from the inside. Puntual's not done yet. Ayrton's in front. From Puntual, trying to lug in is Get Back on the outside, and here comes Grown Men Cry, who just blew by everybody. Grown Men Cry on to win from Ayrton, Solicitation, and Puntual.
Number 5, Grown Men Cry, closes like a freight train through the stretch to win it for owners Robert Murray and Barry Croft. Trained by Barry Croft, ridden to victory today by Hugo Sanchez. Second race, 6 furlongs on a good main track. It's a claiming event for 3-year-old fillies. 1 jockey change on the 3. The Wildcat Girl make the rider Elvis Trujillo. And note that the number 6, City in the Sky, will race with blinkers on.
They're off. Golden Friendships was a step slow to start. Yes, Ms. Olga goes out to take the early lead. And then it's City and Sky and Becca Witt from the inside. Behind them, Farewell Kiss came out running in 4th. And then who is this lady in 5th, who's 4 lengths off the lead in the early stages? Emma Bell is next, and then the Wildcat Girl to the inside. Slow starting Golden Friendships has given them a 9-length head start as the field races for the turn past a quarter in 22 and 2. Yes, Ms. Olga on top a 1/2 length to Becca Witt and City and Sky 3 wide. Break of another 2 to Farewell Kiss. Who is this lady? Is 5th along the inside by 3. Then to Wildcat Girl, Emma Bell, and Golden Friendships, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. Yes, Ms. Olga turning for home in front, ran 45 and 2 for a 1/2 mile, and they're into the stretch. Yes, Ms. Olga by 2. City and Sky is second, and then Farewell Kiss third to the outside. Yes, Ms. Olga down to the 16th pole with Something in Reserve. Manuel Cruz and Yes, Ms. Olga pulling away to the finish. The race is going to be for second, and it's Farewell Kiss over City and Sky. Golden Friendships came on for 4th.
Number 2, Yes, Ms. Olga, scores for owner-trainer Chris Gaddis, ridden to victory today by Manuel Cruz. We're going to take a short break and back for the 3rd race in just a minute or so.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
OBS, the 2-year-old source to the world in 2013. With undefeated juvenile champion Asia Express drawing high praise in Japan. 2-time Breeders' Cup champion Secret Circle. And Breeders' Cup 3rd mile winner Golden Sense in North America. Make plans to find your next champion at OBS 2-year-old sales in 2014. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Welcome back. Our third race, a 6-furlong sprint, the claiming event for 4-year-olds and up. And we have one scratch in here, and it's number 4, Rimal Al Sahara.
They're off. My Daddy's Dollars came out well. To the inside, it's Swiss Start with early speed. And coming up the rail, Spyro Tune, Trip and Run is away running in 4th. Then the favorite, Fusacode, who settles into stride in 5th early, 4 lengths off the lead, and just ahead of Chepstow at the back of the field. Up front, Swiss Start and Spyro Tune are going at it. Their noses apart going to the half-mile pole. My Daddy's Dollars is 3rd to the outside. The opening quarter went in 22 1/5 seconds. Trip and Run follows in 4th. Fusacode gets going now. Fusacode charging into 4th and setting sail for the top 3 on the far turn. Chepstow is still at the back of the field. Coming toward the quarter pole, Swiss Tart on the outside, Spyro Tune, and here comes Fusacode 4 wide. My Daddy's Dollars back running in 4th, Trip and Run in Chepstow, a 45 2 half mile. They're into the stretch, and Fusacode draws alongside of Swiss Tart and goes right on by. Javier Castellano and Fusacode pulling away, coming to the 16th pole, leaving Swiss Tart and the others behind. Chepstow is 3rd as Fusacode rolls home to victory. Swiss Tart's going to be 2nd, Chepstow 3rd, and then came Trip and Run.
The favorite number 3, Fusacode, proves much the best, owned by our leading owners, Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trained by Mike Maker, ridden to victory by our leading rider, Javier Castellano. Fourth race, back on a good turf course at 1 mile and 1/8. It's an allowance optional claimer for 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 6, the 8, number 9, number 12, and number 13.
They're off. Bold Challenger and Pinball for the lead. Town Extension came out running in 3rd. They're in no hurry early on. Target Sighted is out in 4th. Then Air Eugenia, the favorite, now moving through into 4th and racing 5 lengths off the lead. Ampersand is after that. Then it's Franklin Park and Hurricane Elvis on the inside, and they make their way into the turn. Pinball's going to kick on here to a 2.5 length early lead on Bold Challenger. Pinball getting away early. Bold Challenger 2nd by a length and a half. Then it's Town Extension and Air Eugenia. They went 24 3 for the opening quarter mile. And Ampersand is 5th at this stage, racing 6 lengths off the lead, followed by Target Sighted to the outside. Franklin Park, Hurricane Elvis is last as they head up the backstretch. Pinball out there on top by a length. And then it's Bold Challenger in 2nd, Air Eugenia running in 3rd. On the outside comes Town Extension, Ampersand 5th, 4 lengths off the lead. After that, Target Sighted Franklin Park, Hurricane Elvis last in a 49 4 half mile. Moving for the turn, Pinball's got company now. Bold Challenger is just a neck back on the outside 2nd. Air Eugenia saving every inch of ground 3rd. Town Extension right alongside. Behind them is Ampersand and Target Sighted. Franklin Park's under a ride and Hurricane Elvis. Around the far turn, it is still Pinball holding on to the lead. Air Eugenia in behind Pinball, waiting for a way through. Then Town Extension, followed by Bold Challenger. Ampersand on the far outside. Hurricane Elvis is coming on too, and Air Eugenia is coming up the fence. It's a tight spot. Air Eugenia squeezing through on the inside of Pinball. Pinball still in front. Air Eugenia, here comes Hurricane Elvis on the outside, and they're coming to the finish. It's Pinball. Hurricane Elvis 2nd, Town Extension 3rd, Air Eugenia settled for 4th.
Number 1, Pinball, gets bounced around in the stretch and still wins it for owners Michael Dubbin, Bethlehem Stables, trained by Billy Mott, ridden to victory today by Joel Rosario. The 5th race, the main track, now listed as fast, 6.5 furlongs. It's for maiden 3-year-olds and 1 scratch in here. Number 5, Van Bagwe, and note that the number 9 will be ridden by Manuel Cruz.
They're off. Sassy Kaya was slow to start. A great beginning for Mad Exchange from the inside. Ragtime is up and on the pace too, and then comes Greyfell. Buck Magic is away running in fourth on the outside. Sassy Kaya, after breaking last, is now fifth, moving through an opening at the rail, 4 lengths off the lead. And it's Quiet Ruler, Palika Speech to the outside, and Strong Stipulation is last as the field approaches the half-mile pole. Mad Exchange and Ragtime run 22-2 for the first quarter mile, and they're nose to nose as they go into the turn. Ragtime on the outside, Mad Exchange at the rail. Buck Magic a length and a half off of them, and then comes Greyfell. Sassy Kaya, prominent in fifth and moving up on the outside. Then back to Quiet Ruler, Strong Stipulation, and last is Palika Speech, and they're coming toward the top of the stretch. And now it's Ragtime in front by 2. Sassy Kaya is on the far outside. Then Buck Magic, Mad Exchange. Greyfell has dropped back to fifth. Gaining some ground up the rail is Quiet Ruler, who's in behind horses and moving up. And Strong Stipulation on the outside. Ragtime to catch. In the final furlong, a 2-length lead. Mad Exchange on the inside. Buck Magic. Then Sassy Kaya, Strong Stipulation on the far outside, and Greyfell, but it's Ragtime. Ragtime looking good over Strong Stipulation, and a 3-horse photo for third.
Nice looking performance by number 2, Ragtime, owned by Phipps Stable, trained by Shug McGee, ridden to victory today by Dylan Davis, our leading apprentice. Before we take a break, we want to wish Sid a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sid.
Racing towards the line, academic probation. She learned her lessons in the race, and she gets the diploma. Academic probation.
Here's Rank has privileges to the lead. Thunder Run on the outside. Ring Weekend backs up to second against the rail. Rank has privileges to win it.
Multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Einstein, sire of impressive debut winners at Keeneland and Churchill Downs in his first crop, standing at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Welcome back. Our 6th race, 6.5 furlongs on the fast main track. It's for maiden filly 3-year-olds. 2 scratches in here. Number 6 is Jenny's Rocket. Also scratch number 10, Angel Cove.
They're off. Bridled Heiress broke very well and goes straight out to take the early lead. West Coast Girl away with speed 2. These two sprint out from the others. Engagingly is away running in third. Fine Candy is fourth. And now moving through is Snowbell between horses. Remabelle is at the rail. Then Beauty Surprise and Cali Star. Up the backstretch, it's Bridled Heiress and West Coast Girl. And these two are 2.5 lengths clear of their competition. Bridled Heiress almost a length in front. Ran 22-2 for the opening quarter. West Coast Girl second on the outside, clinging to her. It's 3 lengths to Snowbell, and then comes Fine Candy. Remabelle to the inside. Engagingly is next. Cali Star's got 7 lengths to make up, and Beauty Surprise. Bridled Heiress continues to lead the way. West Coast Girl making her work. They went 45-1 for a half mile, and Snowbell is 3 lengths off of them. Engagingly fourth in Cali Star. They're into the stretch, and West Coast Girl and John Velasquez have taken the lead. Bridled Heiress trying to stick with West Coast Girl, and Snowbell is gaining ground late, then Engagingly and Cali Star on the outside, but it's West Coast Girl in front close to home. Bridled Heiress fights on, then Snowbell, West Coast Girl to win. Snowbell or Bridled Heiress second, and then came Engagingly.
Number 4, West Coast Girl scores for Live Oak Plantation, trained by Bill Mott. His second victory on the card, and ridden to victory today by John Velasquez. The 7th race on the good turf course, 7.5 furlongs. It's for maiden 3-year-olds. 1 jockey change in here. Number 5, Scat Leader, make the rider Joe Bravo.
They're off. A slow start for Macagon. Nauset Beach on the outside out for the lead. Tequesta Storm is away with speed. My Stormtrooper came out running in third, and Russian Humor is fourth as they charge for the first turn. Then it's 2.5 lengths farther back to Summer Cove, who races just to the inside of Tappet Gold. Break of another 2 to Great Minds, who's now 8 lengths off the lead and right alongside of Scat Leader. At the back of the field are Tricastle and Macagon after a slow start is last of all. On to the backstretch, Nauset Beach battling for the lead with Tequesta Storm through a 23 4/4. These two head and head up front. My Stormtrooper 3.5 lengths off of them. Russian Humor follows fourth by another 4.5. Then Tappet Gold outside of Summer Cove, who's got 3 lengths more on Scat Leader. After that, Great Minds. Great Minds is a good 11 lengths behind at this stage of the race. Tricastle and Macagon at the back of the field past a 48 1/2 mile. Nauset Beach alone on the lead now, but My Stormtrooper is taken second. Tequesta Storm drops back to third. Russian Humor is fourth. And then it's Tappet Gold, Summer Cove down on the inside. Great Minds is coming up there 4 wide, and way out there is Macagon, who's very wide. At the top of the stretch, it is Nauset Beach and My Stormtrooper. These two 3 lengths ahead of Summer Cove. Great Minds on the outside. Nauset Beach on the rail. My Stormtrooper to the outside. These two to the final 16th. My Stormtrooper to the front. From Nauset Beach and Summer Cove, My Stormtrooper does it. Then Nauset Beach, Summer Cove, and Tricastle.
Number 4, My Stormtrooper marches home to victory, owned by Crown of Glory Racing LLC, trained by Herman Walensky, ridden to victory today by jockey Jeffrey Sanchez. The 8th race, 1 mile and 1/8 on the turf course. It's an allowance optional claimer, 4-year-olds and upward. 11 runners going to the post with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're all in line. They're off. Sleepless Night is going out to the front. No lift shift by Flash on the outside with speed, and moving through on the inside is Awfully Fast. And coming up the rail there is Wonderful Breeze, and Awfully Fast just steadied a bit. Then it's Sleepless Night, followed on the inside by Inch Cape, who's in a tight spot there. 5 lengths off the lead going into the turn. Lee Laps is after that. Then Marine Patrol to the outside. Draw 2 is next. Unitarian is at the rail, and the trailer is Starship Zorro. So the field makes their way around that first turn and heads to the backstretch with no lift shift in front. 23 4 for the opening quarter. This 30 to 1 long shot makes the pace. By Flash is second to the outside. On the rail, it's Wonderful Breeze. Sleepless Night alongside fourth by 1.5 lengths. Then it's Awfully Fast in fifth. Inch Cape sixth on the rail. Marine Patrol alongside, 5 lengths off the lead. Then Draw 2, Lee Laps along the inside. Starship Zorro between those two sent up. And Unitarian is at the back. Only 8 lengths off the lead past a 49 flat half mile. They take close order here. No lift shift leads them. By Flash, Sleepless Night makes a move on the outside. At the rail, it's Wonderful Breeze. Marine Patrol is alongside of them. And then it's Awfully Fast and Starship Zorro. Then Draw 2 to the outside. Inch Cape in behind horses. Unitarian is sent up 4 wide. And Lee Laps. Around the far turn, wide open. No lift shift. By Flash, Sleepless Night. Marine Patrol. Unitarian coming 5 wide. In behind horses, Wonderful Breeze is there. And Draw 2 is gaining ground on the outside. In behind horses, Lee Laps is also squeezing through traffic. Oh, just got steady there and boxed in. By Flash, a narrow lead, and here they all come. Unitarian, Wonderful Breeze is there. And in between horses, Draw 2. Here's the wire, Unitarian. Wonderful Breeze, Draw 2, and Inch Cape.
It was a cavalry charge to the wire, and number 2, Unitarian, wins a great race owned by Robert Evans, trained by Todd Pletcher, and that gives leading rider Javier Castellano his second victory on the card. The 9th race, 5 furlongs on a good serve course. It's the 8th running of the Gulfstream Parks Turf Sprint, $75,000 guaranteed. Scratch to 6 varsity. The jockey on the 5 is Gabriel Saez.
They're off. Spring to the Sky came out well from the inside. Tight end touchdown. And Wicked Tune close up to Bold Thunder. Right to the outside of them. And then comes Determinado. On the far outside, Berlino to Tiger. Party All Night Long going up in between horses. Buongiorno Johnny is there on the outside. Then Night Officer and Travelin' Man. As the field speeds into the far turn, it's Bold Thunder. On top 3/4 of a length. Determinado to the outside. Runs along in second. Wicked Tune is third. Party All Night Long fourth as they move for the turn. Then Berlino to Tiger to the outside. Tight end touchdown has 5 lengths to make up. Then comes Buongiorno Johnny, and they're into the stretch. Determinado and Bold Thunder, these two into the final furlong. Coming up the rail is Wicked Tune. Tight end touchdown hasn't picked it up yet. Party All Night Long is closing on the outside. Travelin' Man is coming strongly too, but it's Wicked Tune in front close to home. Travelin' Man flying late. Wicked Tune over Travelin' Man. Then Determinado and Party All Night Long.
Number 4, Wicked Tune, springs the upset in the Gulfstream Park Turf Sprint, paying $21.40 to win. Owned by Patricia Genazario, trained by Jane Sabelli, ridden to victory today by Elvis Trujillo. We're going to take a short break and be back for the 10th and co-feature event, the Grade 3 Hutchison.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
Grab me one. It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig?
Wait.
No way! The pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did.
Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work.
Man, this line's ridiculous. No joke. Ken!
I'm that guy from that thing! Give me one.
Miller Lite.
Man, hey, wait.
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Welcome back for the 64th running of the Hutchison Grade 3, $200,000 guaranteed, 7 furlongs on the fast main track. Scratch number 10, Vince Saremos.
They're racing in the Hutchison. And it's Gamblers Ghost who goes out to the lead. On the inside comes Mighty Brown. These two are the most early speed, and Wildcat Red is outrunning in third. Pablo Del Monte and Long on Value. CZ is going through in between horses. A length and a half clear of Spot. Trailblaze on the outside. And last is Tashir as they speed up the backstretch where Gamblers Ghost and Corey Lannery lead the way. Mighty Brown, CZ, and Wildcat Red right behind at 22-1 opening quarter mile. Pablo Del Monte behind horses in tight there, running in 5th, joined on the outside by Spot, Long on Value and a 4-wide Trailblaze, and Tashir is last of a tightly packed field that moves into the far turn. And Gambler's Ghost continues to lead the way. Wildcat Red's alongside, and they went 44-4 for a half mile. Then Mighty Brown, followed by CZ, who's right alongside. Long on Value, Spot in between horses. Pablo Del Monte, no place to go, just boxed in as they come to the top of the stretch. Wildcat Red runs for the lead, and Pablo Del Monte's got a spot now. Then comes CZ to the outside. Farther out, it's Spot and Long on Value as Wildcat Red runs away to an impressive score in the Hutchison. Then CD, Pablo Del Monte, and Long on Value.
Number 5, Wildcat Red, a really, really nice performance. Trained by Jose Garofalo, and that gives jockey Javier Castellano his third win. And look at that, the owner matches his silks. That's Honors Stable Corporation, sharp dresser. The 11th race, 1 mile on a good turf course, a maiden claiming event for maiden to 3-year-olds. Scratch the 4, the 6, and the 12. The jockey on the 7 is Corey Lannery.
They're off. Good start by Charlie the Boss, who goes right out to take the lead and opens up from Brown's Gap and dig a little deeper to the outside. Farther out, Atlantic Spring is running in 4th position early as they move for the turn. Then comes Bull Market Richie, followed by Seeker of Truth, and well out there is Thunder Run moving into the turn. And then Brasiliano to the inside, and Strike and Spare is last. As the field races to the backstretch, Charlie the Boss opens up 3 on Brown's Gap, and Dig a Little Deeper. 24-4 was the opening quarter mile. Then it's Atlantic Spring running in 4th, 4 lengths off the lead, followed by Bull Market Richie to the inside, Secret of Truth, outside Thunder Run, Brasiliano making progress along the rail, now 4 lengths off the lead and going well at this stage. And then comes Strike and Spare, who's at the back of the field, continuing their way up the backstretch. Charlie the Boss has been there all the way so far, leads it by 1.5 lengths over Dig a Little Deeper. Brown's Gap 3rd to the inside. Then Thunder Run, Atlantic Spring in between horses. Brasiliano's now being ridden along, 3 lengths ahead of Bull Market Richie, Seeker of Truth, and Strike and Spare. And now the field rounds the far turn. Still Charlie the Boss holding on to the lead. On the outside, Dig a Little Deeper. Atlantic Spring is 3 wide. Brown's Gap is saving all the ground right in behind the leaders, and Brown's Gap will slip through on the inside as Charlie the Boss went a little bit wide, but Charlie the Boss is still in front. Brown's Gap, Atlantic Spring on the outside is next. Brasiliano and Thunder Run. It's Charlie the Boss. Charlie the Boss, Atlantic Spring trying to close in late. It's going to be Charlie the Boss to beat Atlantic Spring, then Thunder Run, Brasiliano, and Brown's Gap.
Number 2, Charlie the Boss takes some wire to wire the win the nightcap, owned by Carlos Oloya, trained by Dan Peter, ridden to victory today by Edgar Zayas. In the pick 4, 4 paid $698.20. The pick 5, 5 of 5, $5,112.20. 4 of 5, $45.75. Pick 6, there were a couple of tickets, 6 of 6, $5,819.98. Nice carryover going into Sunday, $314,125.33. That wraps up Saturday's action, but we're not done this weekend. We've got 11 more exciting races on Sunday. You got to be at Gulfstream Park. Good night and good luck.